All right, here we go with number 6, perimeter and area. The length of a rectangle is twice the width. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 60 units, find the area of the rectangle. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am actually going to insert a text box right here. This is my length. So the length of an area, so L equals twice the width, so 2W. So I am going to put that right there, so that way you can actually see what we're talking about. Then I am going to copy and paste this and move it over here to my width and put here, 1, 2, 3, my width equals, I'm not sure, so I'm just going to leave it as W because it doesn't really tell me what the width is. Okay, so the length of the rectangle is twice the width. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 60 units, find the area. All right, so we're going to circle our twice because that is our number. So it would give me 2. I do have another number, sorry, 60 units. All right, so down here, again, I'm going to insert a text box just so you can kind of really get a visual. So P equals 60 units. So my P is my perimeter. All right, so now you can see, and then A equals, we're not sure, okay? So my perimeter is 60 units, my area, we're not sure, but we have a lot of unknowns. Even when we do it like this, we have an unknown. So let's go back to our word problem. So first of all, we have length is twice the width. So we have width right here. We also have perimeter of the rectangle. Let's make that nice. Of the rectangle is 60 units, so we do know what that is. So I'm going to make that over here, and we need to again find the area. So right here is what's going to be highlighted because that's what we're looking for, is we're looking for the area of the rectangle. Now we need to know a couple of different things here. So find the area of the rectangle. That is what we need to understand. The other thing we need to understand, so we're not really quite done yet in understanding what we're doing. Your perimeter equals 2W plus 2L. So my perimeter equals my width times 2, so this, and my length times 2, so that and that. The area, the formula for area, equals length times width. Whoops, not minus, equals. All right, so these are the formulas that I need to know. And I misspelled that, and I will spell that correctly in a second. Nope, it's spelled correctly. I don't know why they want to umlaut there. Formulas. Or how about we just write formula? That might be better. Nope, they still don't like that. Well, they're going to have to like it. Formula. All right, so the formulas that I need are written below. And these are the formulas for a perimeter. That's formula for area. So I need to know those. So I need to write an equation for the perimeter. Okay, so I need to be very specific at this point what formula or what equation I'm writing. So the reason I wrote this out over here is so that way you could see how it plugs in. So right now, this is what I'm writing over here. So my formula is P equals 2W plus 2L. Okay. So now I'm just going to plug in what I know. My perimeter is 60 units, and that equals my W, which I don't know. So I have 2W. I'm not sure what it is. And then I'm going to add that to my 2. My length equals 2W. So it looks like that. or 2 times W. So this is what I have. And it looks like it could, you know, when you're first looking at it, it looks the same. But what I need to do is I need to simplify this just a little bit more. Remember, we are talking about combining like terms, and we're talking about how we need to solve for W. So, but this is the equation. Let's read it one more time. The length of a rectangle is twice the width. So my length, right here, my L, is twice the width. So 2W. But I still need this 2 in front of that because I have 2 lengths. And remember, when you do perimeter, you're just adding up all your sides. So you have 2 W's, 2 widths, and 2 lengths. And that's what this 2 right here in front of the W is, and the 2 in front of the L is. But I had to replace my L. Up here, I had to replace this L, and I'm going to make it red so you can see, with this 2W right here, because they're telling me my length is twice the width. Okay, can you see that? And then I replaced my P over here, which I will make, let's make it purple, with 60 right here because they gave me the perimeter right here. They told me the perimeter of the rectangle is 60 units. So I know. So now I need to solve it. So I have 60 equals 2W plus 2 times 2W. And so what I need to do is my order of operations. I still do the same thing. I have to simplify. Remember, we talked about distributive properties and we talked about combining like terms. Well, I need to distribute this 2 into this parentheses or multiply it with that. So then I have 60 equals 2W plus, what's 2 times 2W? Well, it's 4W. Okay, so now I need to combine my like terms before I do anything else. So I have 60 equals 2W plus 4W equals 6W. All right, so now I have something that I'm used to seeing. And what I need to do is I need to do my inverse operation. I'm multiplying 6 times W, so I need to divide by 6. Oops, by 6. So now I have 60 divided by 6 equals 10 equals 6 divided by 6 just leaves my W right there. So I'm telling you right here that, let me spread this out so you can see it, W equals 10. So now I'm going to plug all of that in here to help you out with that. I'm going to actually, here, let me do this a different way. Let me collapse this here. So I'm going to plug my W into my area. So what I'm saying is, actually not to do that yet, I need to plug it in here. So here, I need to replace all the W's with 10. So I'm going to take this W, replace it with 10. I'm going to take this W, maybe if I can click on it, replace it with 10. So now I have my width equals 10. That's this right here. And my length equals 2 times 10. Well, what's 2 times 10? Well, that equals 20. So my length equals 20 and my width equals 10. Let me kind of make that out. There we go. So now I need to plug these two things into my area. So now we're going to work on this. So this is my second step here. So my first step, step number 1 was to find the perimeter. And then I have step number 2 is to find the area. So now that I found my perimeter, because I have all my lengths, I need to find my area. But what I want to do before I really move on is I want to make sure that this is correct. So I have 20 and 20, which is 40, 50, and 60. If I add all the sides up, I do get 60. So I do know that that's true. So now I need to solve for my area. Area equals length. My length is 20 times my width, which is 10. So 20 times 10, area equals 200. And I can check that out by, and I just told you how we checked the other one. When we added all of our signs up together. So our perimeter, how we're going to check this is the perimeter equals 2W, which is 10, plus 2L, which is 20, So that's how we're checking as we're plugging these numbers in. I did it verbally, but let me show you how it works it out. So then I have P equals 20 because 2 times 10 equals 20. 2 times 20 equals 40. And then P equals 20 plus 40 equals 60. That's how I can check to make sure I'm on the right road. So for this one, the area equals 200 units squared. And I need to actually put that in there, so I need to do my format text, my subscript squared. And that is how I answer this question in the form of a complete sentence. Oops, I need to do that. There we go. So that's how I answer this in the form of a complete sentence. We're wanting to find the area of the rectangle. And I'm sorry if this was kind of jumbled up, but I wanted to make sure you had this picture right here because it was a little bit easier for you to see. Units. And then it's squared because it's area. Since we're looking for area, we need to make sure that we put that squared in there. It's very, very important that you put that in there. Units squared. And so now you have this visual. You have the steps that we're looking for where we found the perimeter first. We went and solved for that. We plugged everything into our equation. We solved for it. We did check it. Then we went to step 2, which was find the area. So then we plugged in our numerical values where they needed to go. You can see that right here. And then we went ahead and wrote our sentence to complete this word problem.